everybody? Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Daily News and Update Show, the Breakfast Club for Friday, May 16th. Yes, good morning. How's everyone doing? Got a big update on released players. The list is out, and there's 8 players on there. Some we heard about yesterday. Going to have my thoughts on that. Want to see your thoughts on it. I have a little thoughts on why we're not seeing some of the other players that are not on there as well. So talk about that. Talk about the pitch. And talk about the show last night. I don't know if anyone, or last night or today, whenever you got to watch the season 4, episode 1 and 2 of Welcome to Wrexham. I'll have my say. I'll have my say as well. But anyways, thanks for coming in. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the Local Pundit. We're gonna get 3,000 by the end of the season. We can do it. We can do it. I know we can do it. Yeah, we're going to get end of the season. What are we talking about? By the beginning of next season. Yes, when we're in the championship. Oh, my God. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good Friday on their own, in their own little world. But yes, Welsh Techie, are you released? You are never released, my friend. You're always in my heart. My friend, you're always in my heart. Marie's here. How you doing? And Danny D's also in the house. And Danny D, I think you may be new. I think you may be new, but hope all's good. K2 Rito, afternoon, brother. K2, I haven't seen that name in a long time. Michael Wolf's also in. Marie from Pelcal, still bummed about Fletch. Yeah, I mean, the fallout of Fletch is the big one. Before I get into you're on love lockdown. I am not loved at all. And I am on lockdown, just not for love. But yes. But okay, let me just talk about this real quick. The Fletcher thing. The Fletcher and the Chomp thing. So the release list came out today. But yesterday they allowed Fletcher and Mark Howard to get ahead of it. Which was very interesting. So very, very interesting. But let me get to that too. Very interesting to let them get ahead of it, especially the wording that Fletch put on there. Not by choice. Okay. So we talked about that yesterday. Get your thoughts about it. Why do you think they let them get ahead of it? And what do you think? Is there any surprises here that are on or off of this list? All right. Here it is right there. The club statement came out this morning. When I was sleeping, or I was probably awake at 4 o'clock, whatever the hell time it was. Club statement 2025 release retained list. It's not okay. Wrexham have confirmed 25 retained release, our 2025 retained and released list. The following players who are out of contract will not be offered new deals. They are released with the club's sincere thanks for their efforts and contributing to their time with the football club. I'm going to bring this down because you can't see it anyways. Stephen Fletcher, Mark Howard, who we knew from yesterday. Josh Adam, Manchester City Academy graduate, okay? Are we surprised by that one? Jordan Davies, and we had a statement we're going to read about Jordan Davies. Not surprised about that. He was on loan at Grimsby Town. Harry Dean, Brad Foster, the keeper. That one's a little bit surprising to me. A little bit, not too much, a little bit. I thought maybe he would have a chance, but I guess not. And Liam Hall. Sam Dalby, who you all knew about, had a great season up north in the Scottish League. I think he ended up 10, 12 goals, something like that. But really still no surprise. Mark Sparky Evans, welcome from the Mid Wales. What's going on, Mark Sparky Evans? Good to see you. Good to see you and happy to have you in, Sparky. Sam, there's a note here about Sam Dalby. Sam was offered a new contract in January, but turned this down. So we'll be also leaving the football club with our thanks for his efforts during his time here. Remember, Sam was offered that in January. He turned it down. Probably, I don't know if there was any friction there. What happened? You know, I mean, personally, I did not want him back. Let him go have his career. Good on him. But, you know, they have a note there that basically what they're covering the CYA. We offered him a contract. He didn't want to come back. So the CYA right there, I thought that was a little much, to be honest. Interesting on a club website. Offers are out too. By the way, this is offers. So we're switching from people that are leaving and people that are staying. There's an offer out. Callum Edwards will be offered a new contract. Automatic extension. Here we go. The club has exercised the option to extend Aaron James's contract for another season. Interesting one there. Why? Aaron James's contract has been extended for another season. And I'm going to tell you what I think here too. James Rainbird is decision pending. The decision pending will remain under contract while he recovers from injury. You can't really sell a player who's injured. You know, whether or not they might have released him, you don't know. But I don't think you can sell a player who's injured or release him if he's injured. I think that's really good on the club. Also, I think he's an under 21, so it doesn't affect any numbers. Offers have been made to the following players to become first team professionals at the club: Tom Kelly, Alex Moore, Rio Owen, and Max Purvis. Those are the young players that have been offered contracts. An offer was also made to Elliot Jones, but he has elected for a career change, for which we wish him all the very best. So there you go. He's going to leave the club. The following players will be released. These are the youngsters again: Keen Hazeldine, Regan Nicholas, Bryn Owen, Harry Roberts, and Anton Tierney. So there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there to unpack than just, the what we had from yesterday with the Fletch, the Howard, the Jordan Davies one. Okay, I'm just going to read his statement real quick. This is on Instagram. If you're on the hot Instagram, there you go. He had said, Jordan Davies 98. My time at my hometown club has come to an end. To say it's been a special journey. Not in my dreams when I joined back in COVID. Did I think I'd be leaving here 5 seasons later with being a championship club? With unbelievable achievement right along the way, I want to say thank you to all the players and the staff that have helped me on the journey. It was a special group of lads the whole time. I special thank you to Rob and Ryan for changing the feel around the whole town. Long may the Wrexham journey continue, one of our own. And then Humphrey put their farewell, Jord. Thank you for some glorious memories. Hope we'll see you back at the Carras before too long. Great. There you go. Mark Howard giving the hearts. There you go, too. Really nice note there, too. It's tough to see people go. Not surprised by that one. But good on him. And good on him to go trying to do. He will find a new club and he will continue to play. I think he did. I don't know what his Grimsby Town career was like when he played the last few months, but kind of not surprised there. I'm more surprised as the Aaron James extension. Now, here's my thought on this. But here's my thought. My thought is the players that aren't on there, aren't on here, have to have some kind of value. Okay? Not that those players aren't valuable, maybe, whatever. But some of these players that I would especially shout out have to have value. Now, this is the list right now. Goalkeeper Mark Howe, we know is gone, okay? So, Jacob Mendy. I'm a fencer for this one. I'm on the fence here. Are you going to sell him, get some money back, or does he have a future? Okay? These are players that, I don't see. He's not a bad player. I don't see him getting to the championship with us. So, there's no real big surprises what happened with the release list. And also, with the offer for Aaron James, does he have value? Maybe. Okay? Maybe. Does Mendy have value? We can get some money back in the club. I mean, does O'Connell? I think O'Connell might be out of contract. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of the contracts. People are going to be like, "Hey, you didn't know shit." Okay, so O'Connell may stay. Does he stay? Okay, is he good for the championship? I don't know, but Mendy, okay. Billy Boyle. What do you think about Billy Boyle? Why does he have value to be sold or loaned out? Not released yet. Okay, Aaron James. They offered him a contract. This one right here, the McLean one, as we get a little bit deeper here, the McLean one, I don't know what's going to happen here. It sounds like he probably, at this point right now, he'll probably be here next season. Okay. George Evans, this is one that, can he be, I know he's 32 or something like that. Do you want to keep him or sell him? I personally probably would sell him. He didn't play any. I think he played like 10 minutes this entire season, unfortunately. Going right here, Luke Bolton. Does he have value to sell? Probably. He's a young 24, 25-year-old player. He's not on that list. Why would you not sell him? Think about it that way. Can we get some money for these players? Seb Brevon, I'm keeping. I'm keeping Ollie, keeping George. Barnett, they'll probably keep. Josh Adam, obviously gone. Mehdi James, I think he's going to be here. Harry Ashfield will be here. The forwards now. This is where it gets a little tricky. This is where it absolutely gets a little tricky. And if we're just kind of getting ahead of the story here. Ollie Palmer, Paul Mullen, Jack Marion. Jay Rodriguez. Okay, just right here alone, for me personally, I'm keeping one of those players. I'm keeping Jack Marriott. That's not true. I'm keeping Jack and Jay. But I'm selling Paul Mullen. I'm selling Ollie Palmer. That's what I'm doing. Do they have value? Can they be loaned out? I don't know. But you gotta think about what's going to happen here. You got to think about where we're at right now. I mean, last night, if we're talking a little bit about, if you watched the episode last night, Welcome to Wrexham, in the pilot, I think it was the pilot, or not the pilot, the episode 1, when, was it episode 1 or whatever? Anyways, first or second episode, Mullen talking about his back injury. I mean, in the surgery. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened to him. Could he, he was playing in pain. Do we keep him around next season, give him a go at championship level? I don't know. But those are the things that need to work out. I would probably say they'd keep they keep Mullen over Palmer. I just think that's what they're probably, in my opinion, there. But if I'm being totally ruthless, I would probably just keep the two, Jack and Jay. I'd keep Jack and Jay. I'm sorry. I know that hurts, but I think Mullen is an absolute legend. Or give him an opportunity to see what he can do. I don't know, but how fully he's recovered. Yep. I don't know. I don't know. And Devin said right here, the summer is going to be crazy. It is. It's already kicked off crazy. I mean, what was it? Monday, whatever the hell day it is. It's already gone in ways where we didn't even imagine. First of all, getting promoted, but how much of the rug is going to be pulled out from the actual team that we know? I mean, I think they're going to go for it. I think it's going to be a complete turnover, and it might not look pretty. Maybe they loan Mullen out. But on that note right there, it's just very, very interesting. Also, let's be honest too. J-Rod's 35, going to be 36 years old. He wasn't playing last year for Burnley. That's why we got him. I don't know. Aaron's late because he was hanging upside down doing stuff. I agree with you, Josh. Says Free Pug Show, that it's sad, but we're gonna need time to improve. Yes, if we turn over the squad the way it's starting to look, yeah. But I'm talking about people that weren't on that retained list who I think could be sold. I'm keeping Smitty, Callum Edwards. Talked about that. Fletch is obviously unfortunately gone as of yesterday. Rainbird, he's gonna stay. He's injured. Mo Fall. I'm giving Mo Fall a chance. I'm going to keep him. I don't think he should be sold. Maybe give him a loan. I'm keeping Mo Fall. But that's. I mean, I'm here. Just to be honest, it's Sam Smith. It's Mo Fall for a loan. You keep Smitty. But this is where it gets really interesting. But you could turn over. If you're being totally ruthless, you could turn over. I'm being honest. Here's what I would do. I'd get rid of Mendy. I'd sell Mendy. I'd sell O'Connell. I'd sell Boyle. I'd keep Tom. I'd keep Macca, sell George, sell Luke, keep Rev. I'd sell Barney. Sorry. Keep Harry, keep Ryan, sell Ollie, sell Palmer. Sorry, sell Ollie, sell Mullen. I'd sell Jay. Loan Mo Fall, keep Smith. Fletcher's obviously gone. That's what I would do. I hate to say that, but that's what I would do. Fall needs a loan. I agree. But I think this is what's going to happen. He is under contract. They're under contract. He's right. I'm taking out the contract stuff right now. I'm just taking it out. Just put that over here. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Just put that on the side. Personally, I think Mulls stays because of his contract and proximity home. Doesn't mean he'll make the matchday squad. That remains to be seen. I think they're probably going to keep him. I think they'll probably keep him. I'm just telling you what I would do. It's gonna be an up and down roller coaster ride. Can't sell EOC. You have to give him another. You have to give him another contract. All right. Well, then let him go. Okay. I'm keeping the contracts out. I'm just saying what I would do. Glad I don't work for you, Mr. Choppy Chop. Welsh Techie. What was the highlight of holy shit, he's crazy? Tell me which one you're like, you get rid of him, where you're like, that's a bad move. Tell me which one of those that I just said is a bad move. I don't know. We have such a little defensive depth. I can't see them letting go EOC. That may be the one. I'll give you that one. Maybe EOC doesn't go. Maybe EOC doesn't go. Barney, that's just me. Okay, Barney. Okay, fine, Barney. He was in the team of the season. Okay, two out of that. I said Mac is going to stay. Liz Jones says Mac is staying for sure if he doesn't eat my hat. Oh, it's not eat your hat. John Hill says we have Boyle and TOC as a stash as other defenders, and Boyle is injured. We need to buy 2 or 3 others. Yeah, for sure. Ditto Welsh Techie. Denise, I'm sorry. So 2 players in there that we would call ruthless. No one's getting on me about Mullen and Palmer, or even J-Rod. But there we go. I agree with nearly all that you have mentioned. There you go. I like the banter. I love it. I do love it. Sea Lord says we knew this was coming. It was going to happen for us to continue to rise up, but it's still a bit of a gut punch to see the lads go. It is. The biggest gut punch for me was obviously yesterday seeing that SVJ left. DJ says who's leaving. Well, here's the list again. I'll just bring it back up for DJ who's coming in late. Here's the list. The release: Steve Fletcher, Mark Howard, Josh Adam, Jordan Davies, Harry Dean, Brad Foster, Liam Hall, Sam Dalby. And the only one they offered was Callum Edwards, and the automatic extension was had the club option for Aaron James. I think Aaron James for them is a player that they see has good potential, they'll probably loan him out. I think he's probably to be loaned out. I'd keep him. Okay. Howard was a player POT at Carlisle and then binned him. Lucky for us. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Player of the team? I don't know. John Merrill says, problem is with the wages. You might get stuck at the pay percentages of contracts on players you want out, as buying clubs are not able to afford their wages. In the championship, John? I mean, what are they really on? Who, 15K? I mean, they're talking this other thing about the $50,000 for the Fulham guy. There's no way we're going to pay $50,000 a week on that. But you don't think that? I mean, what are these guys on? 5, 6K a week? Honestly, John, 10K a week max, 12K, something like that. You don't think that a championship club can't afford 12K a week? Come on, I don't know. Free Puck says Mofal needs playing time. I think so. But he needs to go. I think he needs to go out on loan. I think he needs to go out on loan. But that's what I'm saying. Yes. By the way, it's David. It's David with a dove. I effed it up every single time until he literally told me, he's like, David. Just so it's David. Thank you. Palmer is still here. That's what matters. I think they're going to sell him. That's true. They wouldn't release him. He's under contract. Michael Wolf says that the $50,000 rumor is clickbait for sure, although TalkSport reported it as well. I did see that. I don't think that's going to happen. But we're going to get linked to everybody. We're linked to Aaron's kid, for God's sakes, at this point. I'm talking about possible team wanting to buy your players. True. Who would want to buy? I'm not saying, well, shit, you're right. Good shout. Sorry. League 2 teams, League 1 teams. Fair enough. Good shout. Got it. We'll disregard my previous end. A championship club won't buy most of the players. There you go. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. He's right. So I missed that. That's on me. That's on me. So that's the release retained list. The one on there was at least Josh Adam. I thought he would get shot at some point, but I was completely wrong with that. I have been wrong before. Trust me. Maybe once or twice in the last hour. Maybe 2 times. I don't know. Okay. Chris Phillips says a lot of YouTube on the show yesterday are expecting to be on. A lot of YouTubes on the show yesterday. Are you expecting to be on? I pray I pick up laugh. Danger data. No, makes sense. There were a lot of YouTubers. There was no local pundit on there, which is fine. It is what it is, we're just going to continue to do our thing. We get on the show. Awesome. It's a big honor. They do great work. The producers are great. Swarberg, Luini, all those dudes, they're awesome. And yes, there was a lot of YouTube footage yesterday on the Welcome to Wrexham stuff. There was. I like the guys, but they're going to talk about good headline, the headline regardless. I think he's talking about TalkSport. And see, there you go. Redding said, "I'll take Sam Dalby based on the stats of the season. What's he like?" You can have him. You can have him now. It won't help us out, but you can have him now. I got him on a free. I bet you get on. Content is great. Thank you, Redding. Chris Phillips. We'll see. Anything can happen. Okay, but that's that right there. Players out. Then we'll talk about players coming in the next few weeks. So that's big. What else happened today? I think the women played today. They won 1-0, which is great. Another interesting thing, Parkinson was talking about the pitch. Just so you know, the pitch is completely torn up right now. This is an aerial view. Don't know who took that, but the pitch is absolutely torn up. But Parkinson says it's important to improve the racecourse playing surface because Wrexham will compete at a higher level next season, and the quality of the pitch needs to reflect that. Yes, it does. Remember, we only have 3 sides next year, too. But he goes on to say, he said, first of all, groundsman Paul Challoner, did an amazing job as ever this last year to keep the pitch at the standards that it was, says Parkinson. But we're going to a higher standard division, and the quality of the surface is really important. Like everybody, I'm looking forward to watching that develop over the next few months, he says. It's about the football club progressing. That's it. Remember when we were watching last night, behind the scenes, about the plans and everything to move forward? That's what they're talking about. They're going all in. They went all in last year. You don't think they're not going to go all in this year? Come on. All in this year for sure. He said it's about the football club progressing, like I just mentioned, not just the team on the pitch, but in other areas as well. The quality and structure of the pitch, the undersoil heating is key to getting us onto a level with teams we're going to be operating against in that division. So, as much as, we just think, oh, what's the pitch going to cost? I think it said it's probably almost 2 million pounds. Last year was a couple hundred, I think it was 200,000, something like that, whatever they mentioned in there. This is about us continuing to improve in the club and where we're actually going to be spending our money with the academy, where they're going. I thought it was very interesting that the players get changed at the Stoke Terrace, they travel away and they come back. That all stuff has to change. The pitch needs to be better. You think we don't want to be that dodgy team, or maybe we do to our advantage. I don't know. We want to like Stoke on a Tuesday night back in 2007, but I think they'll put a lot of work into this, and the standards have to go up. As we go up, the standards will go up. And I like that Parkinson like knows that. He's been here before. So is Parkin, by the way. And so Michael Williamson, everyone else, Sean, they know they're going to go in. They know the investments are there. We have the money, and it's good. It's the cost of doing business. This is the cost of doing business. You want to go up? This is the cost of doing business. So there you go. Just to follow up there. Techie says the Wrexham women played twice, by the way. They won 1-0 both times. Ava Stuckley scored a 40-yard lob. Oh, wow. Fantastic. But anyways, that's a little update on the pitch and update on the women. I know we're jumping around a bit. Aaron says, I think Dalby would be a good fit at Reading playing style. He's got quality, just never quite fit the physical style. And a number of YouTube channels are doing drone videos of the stadium. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Are they allowed to? I don't know what the rules are, but yeah, I've seen a few of those drones. Drones are so awesome. They're one of my favorite things. Vardy in for next season? Absolutely not gonna happen. Here's the thing about Vardy, says David. Sorry, Chat Sports. I didn't mean this is Chat. I'll give it back to you. Chat Sport. I know he's a good player. I just don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, we're going to get connected to everybody. I think he also said he's trying to go for a Premier League team. I mean, that's a little ambitious, but I don't know if anyone will take him. And here's the thing about Vardy. Even if the fans don't want him, Parky will go after him if he feels he'll improve the team and not upset the dressing room. By all accounts, he's a solid player. He is a solid player. I just don't know what will happen. Yeah. Well, I think they settled that too, by the way, didn't they? There's a drone video, says Esteban, this morning showing the ongoing installation of the heating system. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out for sure. All right, what else is on the docket? What did I miss? There's another thing I wanted to get to today too. Sorry, touching the buttons here. No, this is what I want to get to. Okay. So just a brief one here, and then I want to talk about the show last night and follow up the show. Again, I did cancel the watch along for it. It was a 2-hour show, and I didn't think it was appropriate that I would be watching along with no one watching it. The times are different, so apologies for the Welcome to Wrexham thing. We should have, although we did do 2 shows, which is good. Ryan Meadows was on a chat show a couple of days ago, and he said he's talking about just Wrexham and how just to get into the town is, and about football, and how it's like it's kind of just has this magical thing that's going on. I thought he expressed it really well. He said Wrexham are on the march to history, says Ryan Reynolds. He said the club's success has helped unite North Wales City, and it has. You could tell. I was there for 7 days. I thought it was amazing. Wrexham are just as politically divided as anywhere else, but when you this is Ryan. But when you walk through the gates of that place, the Stoke Ross, you were all wearing the same shirt and were chanting the same filthy songs. He admitted after 4 years after buying the club, he had found learning Welsh was difficult. He said that. He also said celebrating the team's win, that, he said, yeah, why not? We could do more. So we could do more. Why not go for 4? I mean, I genuinely think that they're going to be going after after 4. He said they're going to have an ecstasy and joy, and they still can't believe this is happening to us. He said, we live in a digital hate tank, and he believed that the power of sports, music, and films bring people together. I agree with that too. You can go anywhere in the world, by the way, anywhere in the world. Ann and I would travel, let's say we're in Italy, like where we were getting married, Lake Como or something like that. And someone will be sitting next to us, whether it be film, television, and definitely like sport. Who do you support? Football. And then, just talking, it kind of just puts people's shoulders down, and there you go. So I agree with him on that. I think that's kind of cool. And he said we really experienced togetherness, where the same thing in the same moment at the same time brings us even together and tighter. He's like, I love this about Wrexham. I love this about sport. But I like where he's going with that. I think that's what they're trying to show. Reason why I'm bringing this up. That's what they're definitely showing through Welcome to Wrexham. Now, on the outside looking in, I know there's the documentary that the Birmingham City are doing as well, and there's other ones coming up. But you can tell that there is a togetherness. It has been there for a few years, and it's only going to get better. Sorry about my phone. It's only going to get better. You could see that. I think the young girl last night with the coffee, that I don't know. She has like a a traveling coffee, a coffee machine or whatever business, that's good. Those things that they're showing during Welcome to Wrexham are great, and shows the growth of the town. It's not just about football, so it's really cool to see that. Go check that out. It's on the BBC article there too, which is great. But again, it's going to be an up and down summer. We're going to be, what is going on here? But I took off the cover of my phone. I'm dry docking it. I'm going crazy. This is the craziest thing I've done in 10 years. There you go. Just want to say that. My phone keeps going off. What did I see? I saw something in the chat. I think this is Sea Lord. We knew this was coming. It had to be. Yeah, I think I read that. I think I read that one. Sorry about that. Palmer, David. David's trying to explain his name still. What is going on? What did I miss? I saw some. The Vardy thing right there. Yes. If Vardy was going to play in the championship, he would have stayed at Leicester. You're probably right there. You're probably right. And Esteban says, for those of us interested, I highly encourage you go down the rabbit hole of the hybrid pitches. The crap is fascinating. And Chats Sports says he's interested in where Vardy goes. And horse trailer barista. There you go. That's what I was looking for. I saw that in the corner of my eye. The horse trailer barista. I thought it was pretty cool. But I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Dang phone calls down to my 9 minutes behind. Sorry, Free Puck Show. Yeah, that's it. Which is a quick one today. Just a quick one. There's not much else going on other than the released and retained list. But to backtrack and go back with it too. Fletcher Howard, Josh Adam, Jordan Davies, Harry Dean, Brad Foster, Liam Hall, Sam Dalby, offered but didn't accept, and then Callum Edwards got an offer. And like I said, that's what's going out. That's going out the door on a free. Some of the guys that I thought that would be on there, they're under contract. Obviously, I think there's going to be value though. Mainly Mendy, a Boyle, and a Bolton. I think those are players that we could possibly see sold and get a little bit of cash back in. So keep an eye out for that. Let us know what you think in the chat. If anything breaks, as you know, on the Local Pundit, we will be here doing it as soon as I possibly can get to the computer and make sure that we're up to date on everything. Go enjoy last night's 2 episodes of Welcome to Wrexham, and that's it's really good to see it. It's good, gives you all the feels. Trust me, it's awesome. But like I said, fun stuff to see it all coming together. But it's going to be this roller coaster. So just bear in mind that never get too high, never get too low. I have to remind myself that too on days. But things are going to get crazy. We're gonna be tied to everybody and their dog and their cat and whatever other animal you can think of. So that's going to happen. And I think there's going to be big turnover. I think there's going to be more surprises to come. I think the story is just starting to be told. We're page 1 right now. It's a blank canvas. We're just starting. Fade in right now. That's what's happening right now. Fade in. There's going to be a board meeting probably next week. So start seeing things happening. So keep an eye on things. Leap and Sarah, good to see you. You're very welcome. And honestly, none of the drops are big surprise. No, they're not. Up the Spurs tonight. You watch your tone, John Merrill. You watch your tone. Okay. All right. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe, share it out. Let's go. 3,000. That's the goal. But it started the next season. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.